Welcome back to the YouTube. I know it's been a little bit of a while since we've had a more professional edit that's not my amateur vlogging, but today is a really exciting day. I have Kayla doing a photo shoot over in Stockport, which is going to be amazing because it's her first shoot, so she's a little bit nervous, more excited hopefully now, but she's looking amazing. Really happy with how the prep has gone. It's a nice like full feminine shapely look, which is still like nice and lean for photo shoot condition, and I'm really pleased with kind of how the prep turned out. She's honestly nailed it. It's always a little bit more daunting when it's your first time doing any sort of prep, and I suppose having to be that diligent with things, but she genuinely has taken to it so well. So obviously we now have maybe a few plans in the future to step on stage at some point. So obviously at this point in time, like it's just meal prep time, trying to get everything ready to get going, because when we travel or we go anywhere, we always go prepared. Like we don't ever want to be caught out in a position where we don't have our meals. I always like to over prepare rather than under prepare. So I'll always factor in, say for example, the amount of meals I need for the time that I'm going to be out, and then I'll usually add an extra meal on top of that if I feel like I might get caught out, which often can be the case if you're traveling like on the motorway, which can be diabolical sometimes. Just getting these meals ready now. I can take 3 with me, which should cover me pretty nicely. And yeah, we'll get on the road once we're ready to go. Kayla has actually checked in already. It was bright and early this morning, so she has her plans all ready to go for today. Whenever I have like clients doing like shoot or they're going to compete, I always want to make sure that I'm on the ball with responses. So I literally get responses out like the moment that they've sent over check-in with any changes to their nutrition or like output for that day. Because I think it's really important that they know that you're there, and they have the plan of action for the day, so they're not unsure about what they need to be doing or how they're going to set their days out. So her plan's already set. I already had a provisional plan for her set out for today yesterday, just so she knew kind of roughly what she was going to be having, and obviously then I would have just made a few tweaks to it this morning. But I think preparation is everything, just to put someone at ease, especially when someone is doing a shoot for the first time or they're going to stand on stage for the first time. I think it's really important that you have that communication and they know that if they have any questions, then they can be answered straight away, because they don't know anything about the process, and it's going to be kind of a scary situation for them. They're going to be nervous, they're going to be apprehensive. So the more you can do as a coach to almost put them at ease, the better. Okay, so this is going to be my meal 2 for the day. So I'm just going to make a couple of adjustments to my meal order, which I will do on days where, say for example, I'm traveling, just because I like to have certain meals at home and then certain meals are easy to take with me. So this is going to be 350 grams of 0% Greek yogurt. So it's 200 grams of strawberries and then 20 grams of almond butter. That is definitely one of, I say this about every single meal. I always say that every meal is my favorite meal, but this is actually, it's one of those that just hits the spot. Now, I thought I would do a quick update as to what I'm currently doing. So I've literally just wrapped up a dieting phase, which I think I did for 9 weeks, I think it was. We actually finished that dieting phase a week early. I pulled off just over 10 kilos across that time, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. And I definitely feel like a lot better. It's just going to set me up really well now for this next building phase, where the goal is to not push up quite so heavy, because I don't need to do that this time around. I just, off the back of prep, had a lot of recovery to do, and my body doesn't cope with being lean very well. So I need a lot of time post-prep to really kind of bring my food up and keep myself in a place where body fat is just a little bit higher to make that full recovery, so I can feel good and I can train good, because it will take me legit like 4 to 5 months to recover from getting that lean. And that last season was a very long season for me as well. It was 6 weeks from the beginning of, well, from my first show to my last show, and then the prep as a total was like 30 weeks long. So it was a long prep. It requires a lot of recovery time, especially for me. I'm not one of those people, and I think actually a lot of women aren't people that can compete year in, year out. I think you do need to take that time away as women, just to be able to bring body fat up to just a healthy level, really, because that is all it is. You might feel like it is a stretch away from what your stage conditioning was, but at the same time, like, we need to have a bit more body fat on us for a longer period of time, just so we can regulate hormones, get everything back firing again, and also so we can then make the improvements that we need to. If you're never bringing your body fat up to a place where you're healthy, are you going to really be able to get the most out of your progress and be able to make the progress you want from season to season, really? Probably not. So taking that time away from stage is so important. Your body needs that time to be healthy, to train, to get your food focus in a really good place and your relationship with food in a great place again. It's so important. And then you'll find that as you go into your next prep, you'll feel so much more ready to do that, and you'll feel in a way better position, like physically and mentally, to do that as well. So anyway, the plan now for the minute is to just push things up slowly, build my food slowly. I probably won't need it to be quite as high as what it was before. We're already at a pretty nice spot, I would say, calories at the minute on average, because my calories just range depending on whether it's a rest day, an upper body day, or a leg day. Obviously leg days being the highest because that's where I have the highest demand for energy and food on that day. I think they sit maybe around 2,500 or so per day on average at the minute. And obviously that's not including like off-plan meals, which I'll probably have maybe every once or twice a week. No, not once or twice a week. Once a week or every 2 weeks is probably the best way to put it. Yeah, it's a nice amount of food. I feel good. It's like I can function well. My training is coming back around because I always find that towards the back end of the diet, my training does take a bit of a dive, and it does dive what I find a little bit quicker than maybe some people. My body just doesn't really like to be in a state of being in a deficit, unfortunately for me. But, you know, I manage it as best as I can, and now is where I can really maximize that progress as long as I keep things as tight as possible on the flip side of it. Because remember, coming out of a dieting phase can be the most productive time that you can have when it comes to developing your physique. If you can nail that phase and you can keep it tight and you don't gain a lot of body fat very quickly, post-diet or post-prep or post-shoot, you're in such a good position to have this really long runway of progression going forward, where you can spend so many weeks in a nice, steady, small surplus from week to week. And that is going to be the best position that you can possibly be in to push on as much muscle as you can, whilst keeping body fat gain to a minimum. Okay guys, so we have arrived at the location. We've stopped off and got Kayla some chocolate cake because it's actually her birthday, I think on Monday. Her balloons didn't arrive on time, so I'm a little bit gutted, but you know, we tried. We're going to send her a picture when they arrive later. We'll head in now because we are running a bit behind. Got stuck in a little bit of traffic, but it's fine. Better late than never. So we'll hurry in now and we'll get this show on the road. Hello, oh, how are you? Yeah, good, thank you. It was okay. It could have been better, but we got here. I'm honestly like so gutted about them balloons like I did get the cake. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Yeah. Hello. How are you? Look at you, look so good. Wow.
I'm glad you're here.
It's so lovely. I'm meeting your mum.
I'm
so lovely to meet you.
Kayla's mommy.
Martino, lovely to meet you. Do a little pump up, get some dumbbells. I'll go through it with you. We'll just get a little bit of blood to the muscle. Right, so dumbbells, literally just want you to do a few last raises.
Yeah.
Just try and get a pump, like not necessarily to failure, just try and get a nice bit of blood to the muscle.
Yeah.
How was yesterday's little pump session? Yeah. So when you draw everything together and you just start kind of almost resting up a bit, and you feel a bit more rested, and you can kind of feel that you can actually fully get a bit more of a pump. Yeah, that's perfect.
A couple of weeks ago. So, I'll keep going with them.
Yeah, please. Hold this one with this one. Good. Keep this a little bit tighter. Try not to arch this too much. Just think about glute. Core a little bit tighter. Yeah. Yeah, really epic, that's perfect. Oh my god, Kaylee looks so good. my
It
God.
kind of shows through more.
That's me. Holy shit.
And your delts are coming through nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Looking really, really good.
Crazy.
Let's run through some posy shots as well.
Perfect.
How do you feel about seeing these pictures?
I can't believe that's me.
I know. Honestly. Just like, what so hard for this? Genuinely, you deserve it so much. Like, you look insane. It's a bit mind blowing, isn't it? Sometimes, like, you're just like, wow, what the?
Not what I was expecting, like, at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Got a bit of like tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Pictures are getting taken, we're not looking at them.
Yeah.
You know,
Send them.
You just send them, yeah, 100%. That's the best way to go about it. Not even look at, yeah, that's the best way, because then you're not picking yourself apart then.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, you look great, but you'll always be questioning, like, have that bit of self-doubt. That's normal. Thing is, different things look better on different people as well. Like, it's one of those things that you're looking at those pictures and you're like, what, like, the difference.
Yeah.
When you think about when we started, and you know what as well, like, it'll only get better from here,
Yeah.
like, every time. So this meal, I'm not going to give you the exact quantity because obviously what everyone says is I don't want you to copy it. But I do have 100 grams of sweet potato here. I have 125 grams of turkey mince. I do actually prefer turkey over chicken, to be honest, if I do have the option. I have 100 grams of mixed veg, so it's green beans, peppers, some mushrooms, because I do like a little bit of variety in my life. And then I have 30 grams of avocado as well. And that is going to go down really nicely. Obviously seasoned with aromat and some sea salt. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Enjoy this. The change since we started is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like in your whole lifestyle, in your mindset, in everything. You are the people around you at the end of the day. So you surround yourself with people that inspire you and like push you to do better and make you realise that you're capable of doing so much more as well.
Yeah, so you
and
wanna
then
keep going.
it's so eye-opening because you at the beginning would have never seen yourself doing this. And now you're coming to watch shows with me and thinking, this is something that I want to do.
Yeah.
That is mad.
You go to work and people are like, why do you want to do it? And you're just like, because this is what I want to do. This isn't because, like, you can sit at your desk and eat whatever you want. But I've changed that mindset. And if you don't want to change it, that's fine.
It's okay to be like the black sheep. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're in a normal workplace. People see someone trying to push themselves and reach that next level for themselves, whether that's just being healthier in yourself, fitter in yourself, or pursuing a physique goal. They think, that's a bit weird. But they don't see that as that's actually like the normal thing to do. Like what they're doing, in my opinion, is not necessarily normal. And I think that we all need that outlet and that goal to reach because it will always keep you so focused. And now you'll be able to go forward into like this next phase and be like, I have the confidence that I've done that, I can do it. And it's only going to get better from here. And that should be so exciting. And I literally cannot wait because like the sky's the limit really here. So I'm buzzing for that. You can get to enjoy your jacket potato as well.
All the cheese.
Fully loaded. It's genuinely like incredible to see how far you've come. Like I'm so grateful to be a part of that process. Like, and it's like just keep chasing new levels so you know that you can do it now.
I did not realize like when first pictures that came out, I was like,
What is that? Yeah, I saw. I was just like, wow, it's insane.
they are going to be really good
What we'll
shots.
do, yeah, what we'll do going forward is like obviously when you get to pick the shots,
Yes.
please do send them
Oh,
to me.
we'll go, I think
Please do
I'll
send them
share
to
my
me.
screen
Yeah,
and we can literally
do.
go video.
Definitely,
Yeah, we'll go
definitely. Okay, so that is shoot day for Kayla complete. Honestly, I am so proud of her. Like genuinely, I can, you know, when you work with someone for quite a long time and you see their progression from where they started to where they are now, it just blows my mind because I know that she's so proud of herself as well, because this is so different from who she used to be. And just actually seeing her today get in that shape from where she's come from is just phenomenal. And I'm really grateful to be part of it. And I know that when you do a prep, like it's hard work, it's sacrifice. Like you always feel sometimes a little bit on the outside, like at your workplace or in your peer group, but it's so worthwhile actually realizing like what you're capable of doing. And that I'm really happy with the results. She was so happy with the pictures, and that's always like the main thing for me is when someone can look at themselves in the camera when the photographer obviously shows you the previews, and you literally say you literally heard her say like, that is me. Like I can't believe that is me. And there's no reason why that couldn't be you either, when you really put that time and effort in to commit to yourself and make yourself a priority and actually set yourself these goals that initially you might not believe that you can do, but you just keep reaching these new levels all the time. And yeah, it's just such an incredible process, and I'm super proud of her. Just try not to crash it. So we're on the way back now, and then obviously once I get home, I've already got her reverse plans ready to go out. So obviously we'll nail this reverse, make sure that we are having a nice, really productive few months going forward from here. Obviously the goal in the future for Kayla is to actually get her on stage, mostly likely in toned figure, because we've seen a few shots from her. She actually looks really good in those shots, so I'm very excited to see that. We just have a little bit of muscle to put on, and obviously next time we'll be dialing in the condition a little bit more as well, since we will be standing on stage. But it's going to be a phenomenal future for her. Like she actually has very nice shape, so I can't wait for that. So now POA is literally just to get back in one piece. Hopefully the traffic's not too bad. Like get a few more meals in, rest up, ready for legs tomorrow, and then we fly out to Vegas on Sunday. So with that being said, I'll close this off here. Sorry for the speed bumps. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment if there's anything else that you want to see from me. If you're interested in jumping on the team then and working with myself, head to the description box below. Joe has just very kindly cued me on that. And we can have a chat about your goals and what we need to do going forward in terms of how we get there. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I need an outro, Joe.
You just keep saying,
Like,
see you
peace
next
out.
one, thank you. See you next one, thank you.
You can edit that out. Only do it once.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that'll do.